Right now, somewhere in the world, a worker is being told their job was eliminated because of AI. They're being lied to. Not about whether AI can do their job, about why they're really being cut. This is happening 627 times a day, every day, in 2025. We're living through the largest corporate narrative operation in a generation, and most people have the story backwards. This isn't a story about technology. It's a story about money, power, and the oldest trick in corporate playbooks: blame the machine. We were promised a revolution. Artificial intelligence would transform everything: work, creativity, medicine, science. What we got was something else entirely. Google's AI told users to eat rocks for better nutrition. Geologists recommend one small rock per day for minerals. $100 billion in investment. Health advice sourced from The Onion. ChatGPT Plus users pay $20 a month and get lectured when the AI fails. It sets boundaries, questions your tone, a digital HR manager that talks back. These sound like punchlines, they're symptoms. And to understand what's actually happening, you have to follow the money. The money. OpenAI wants to raise at $830 billion by early 2026, bigger than Tesla's entire market cap. Here's the math: 20 billion in annual revenue, 5 billion in annual losses, 800 million users still bleeding cash. Microsoft bet everything on OpenAI last quarter, 12 billion in losses from that bet, $130 million per day. Bloomberg said the quiet part out loud. A leading economist isn't overly concerned about fallout from the AI bubble bursting. Translation: they're not coming to the rescue. The Wall Street Journal compared OpenAI to 2008 banks, too interconnected to fail. We've heard that before, until the music stops. The deals keep getting stranger. Amazon 10 billion into OpenAI. Amazon also owns a stake in Anthropic, funding their own competitor. Microsoft and Amazon both backing OpenAI. These aren't investments. They're hedges against being left out. So the money doesn't add up. What about the technology itself? The technology. The models are cannibalizing each other. GPT 5.2 high, number 15 on LM Arena. Behind Claude Opus 4.5. Behind Gemini 3 Flash. Behind GPT 5.1, its own older version. A $200 billion company shipping downgrades. Gemini 3 Flash outperforms Gemini 2.5 Pro. The budget model beats the flagship. The entire premise of paying more for AI is collapsing. Remember when Gemini was the woke AI? Too restrictive, too cautious? ChatGPT took that crown. OpenAI tried to fix sycophancy, the AI agreeing with everything. Instead, they made it refuse everything. 340% increase in refusals. Creative tasks blocked. Gemini 3 Pro isn't locked down like ChatGPT, it actually helps. That's what users are saying now. The AI war's flipped. Google is winning, OpenAI is locking down. And the infrastructure can't keep up. AI chips are too heavy. Old data centers can't support GPU racks. The floors can't hold the weight. 1 trillion in infrastructure spending, they forgot about physics. During a blackout, Waymo vehicles froze. Autonomous cars paralyzed. The systems we're trusting with our transportation can't handle a power outage. Then there's the security nightmare. Stanford researchers built an AI agent codenamed Artemis. It hacked their network for 16 hours, found 12 critical vulnerabilities. Total cost, $11. If researchers can build this for $11, attackers already have. Every system vulnerable, 24/7. Human defenders can't keep pace with $11 attacks. MIT analyzed real businesses deploying AI, not startups, established companies. 95% found zero return on investment. Upwork confirmed it. AI agents failed to complete straightforward workplace tasks. So what did we get? AI slop, word of the year. Low quality content flooding every platform. The vocabulary caught up to reality. The money doesn't add up, the technology is cracking. So who's paying the price? The human cost. 806,000 tech layoffs in 2025, the highest since 2020. 627 workers every single day. 27,000 jobs directly blamed on AI. Entry-level positions, junior roles, new graduates. The people just starting out hit the hardest. There's a pattern here. Every major tech layoff follows the same script. Step 1. Announce massive AI investment. We're going all in on AI. Stock prices goes up. Step 2. Freeze hiring quietly. No announcements, no memos. Open roles just disappear. Step 3. Restructure departments. Not layoffs, AI-driven reorganization. Same result, better press release. Step 4. Blame AI. AI is transforming our workforce. Translation, we're cutting costs and calling it progress. Google cut 12,000, Microsoft cut 10,000, Meta cut 21,000. All blamed AI transformation, but these companies posted record revenues, more profit, fewer workers. AI is the perfect cover. Nobody questions layoffs if you say it's for AI. Anonymous tech executive. Plausible deniability at scale. Look at how the language changed. 2019, cost cuts. 2024, AI pivot. Same action, different story. Investors love AI narratives. Media repeats them. Workers can't fight progress. When a company announces AI investment and restructuring in the same breath, update your resume. The copywriters learned this first. Learn AI or lose your job. That was the message. So they learned AI. They lost their jobs anyway. I was forced to use AI until the day I was laid off. Not one company, the whole industry. 40% of content jobs eliminated since ChatGPT launched. Here's how the trap works. Company mandates AI use. Workers train the system on their own expertise. Then the system replaces them. They weren't learning to stay competitive. They were training their replacement. Some companies stop pretending. Klarna, 40% of staff cut. IBM, workers replaced with chatbots. Duolingo, contractors swapped for AI. Salesforce, AI does 50% of the work now. Amazon, 14,000 cut. Microsoft, 15,000 cut. Intel, 24,000 cut. Microsoft posted 70 billion in revenue. Amazon is thriving. They're not struggling, they're choosing. This is the part they don't want you to understand. AI isn't taking your job. Executives are. AI is the alibi. Even the promised democratization is ending. Meta gave away AI for free. The Llama dream. They just pivoted. Meta is moving from open source AI to money-making AI. 40 billion spent on AI infrastructure. Zero revenue from Llama. Future models, paid or restricted. Enterprise licenses, API fees. The OpenAI Playbook from Meta. If you built on Llama, your cost just changed overnight. Open source AI's biggest backer walked away. Not everyone is playing the same game. Anthropic cut token usage by 98.7%. 150,000 tokens down to 2,000. Local AI, 75 times cheaper. Some companies ship improvements. Others ship press releases. The reckoning. The government finally noticed, not Congress. 42 state attorneys general, same letter, every major AI company. Fixed delusional outputs. Third-party safety audits. Harmful output reporting. User warnings. Fix it voluntarily or face 42 lawsuits. Trump wants to protect AI. States want to regulate it. A constitutional crisis is brewing. Regulation isn't coming from DC, it's coming from state capitals. The new MI6 chief just made his first public statement. It wasn't about Russia or China. Tech bosses are becoming as powerful as nations. UK intelligence is watching Silicon Valley now. Mozilla announced Firefox is becoming an AI browser. Reddit's response? Astoundingly out of touch. 16,000 upvotes. The last privacy browser chose the hype. The pattern keeps repeating. Companies build what investors want, not what users need. The gap between promise and reality keeps growing. So here's where we are. 627 jobs lost per day, profits soaring, $830 billion valuations, 5 billion losses. The layoff playbook exposed, open source dying, regulation coming, tech bosses as powerful as nations. The 2008 comparison keeps coming up, too interconnected to fail. We've heard that before. The music always stops. I started by saying someone, somewhere, is being told right now that AI took their job. That's the lie. AI didn't decide anything. A person in a boardroom did. AI just gave them an alibi. AI isn't the villain. The deployment is. The question isn't whether AI changes everything. It already did. The question is whether you see the pattern, before you become part of it.